Hello, English 141. Welcome to week one. Nice to meet you guys. I'm enjoying reading your intros, the ones who have gotten to that discussion board and started telling us about yourself. I'm enjoying that a lot, so keep it up. I wanted to do a video intro just so you could put a face to the name that's going to be emailing you and commenting on your work. And also to give a quick kind of tour around the course. So you should be able to see the screen here that comes up in Moodle. It's always going to take you to the week we're in. So you have the little dot there. So this is week one. And since it is the first week, I want to just kind of show you around a little bit. You can always go back to start here, and you should do that the first time you're in the shell. This is kind of the home page. So there's a little video by the instructor who created the course telling you about it. Worth watching. All the essential documents you'll need, like your syllabus, the general requirements for written work, little info about me, policies and procedures, things like that. Eventually down here, announcements are all posted here. You want to watch those. You'll probably get a couple a week. McGraw-Hill Connect. This is something that you do your first assignments in next week, but it's a bunch of just kind of virtual assignments about the writing process, grammar, sentence structure, all of that. So remember, if you ever can't find the link to, that's the textbook, the McGraw-Hill textbook, as well as these assignments, it is here on the landing page. It's usually, there's a hot link in the assignment too. But if we come back to week one, where we are, see a little overview about some of the goals of this week, the learning goals, a lot seeing what you know already about the writing process, what your process has been, and then assessing me getting a sense of your written skills. So things you'll need to explore, as this next section says every week, are the first 3 chapters in the textbook, that writing matters. And then here's just some other resources available to you as well. You're definitely going to need to look at the final project for the course that's due in week 7. You need to do that already this week because we start talking about it already. Your written assignment for this week is seeing how well you kind of understand that prompt. So go ahead and take one of many looks at that. And then the way the Moodle shell is set up, it's going to tell you really clearly what you have to do by Wednesday, what you have to do by Saturday, and what you have to do by Sunday. You might have noticed that I had posted the late policy. A lot of these are discussion forums, and once the discussion forum is over, nobody's going to look at it again. So going backwards, trying to make up those discussions is just not something I'm going to let you do because it doesn't make any sense. So try to be really good about meeting those deadlines, Wednesday night, Saturday night on the discussions. Other kinds of late work, like the written assignments, I'll take them. I'll just dock you 10 points a day. And this, one thing I would tell anybody about an online class is it's a very fast-paced world, and you cannot get behind without there being repercussions because there's just, so little time. There's always the next Wednesday, the next Saturday, the next Sunday. So try to be really good about the deadlines and just be in touch when there's issues. So anyway, for this Wednesday, we have 2 discussion boards. This is the intro one I was telling you about. When you get in here, you'll already see your classmates are starting to tell you a little bit about, just where they are in the world, interesting things, why they're taking this class now. So check that out and get a post by Wednesday night. And, respond to people if you have hobbies in common or family things in common, let them know. The second discussion board is about writing process. So based on what you read in the textbook and then what you've tended to do in the past for your school writing, what's a process that works for you? What do you follow? Or what do you follow even if it doesn't work for you? And then by Saturday night, you will respond to some other people in that discussion forum, just comparing process. By Sunday, here's your written work outside of discussion forums. A short little diagnostic essay. When we open this up, you see that the prompt is pretty simple. It just wants to see what you understand about this course and the final persuasive essay after reading through all the course materials. How can you put in your own words what the goals of the course are, what you're supposed to be able to do by the end, and what that final paper will show. So you turn that in, but you also turn that, and that's one assignment. So here's everything you need to know about that. And then, back us out of here. Yeah. The other by Sunday night, is to turn that essay into Grammarly and get a feedback report. If you're not familiar with Grammarly, it's a tool. Here's how to create your account. So it's a service, and they'll take papers and then give you feedback on the grammar, transition use, all kinds of things like that. Not a lot about content because it's not set up to do that, but it'll give you some good feedback on your grammar. So the second little assignment for Wednesday is to do that and then write a little report back on what you learned about the types of things that were recommended. Are they things that you've been hearing since middle school that you need to be working on, or are they new things? Are they things you agreed with or didn't agree with, or understood or didn't understand? So just explain what you learned about using Grammarly, because it'll become a tool that you can use throughout this course and others if you give it a chance, find it worthwhile. So there we are on what week 1 looks like. And all the weeks are set up the same way, so hopefully that'll be something you get used to. What's the overview? What kind of resources you'll need to be looking at or reading? What's due by Wednesday? You click right on these things to do them. What's due by Saturday? What's due by Sunday? And then kind of wrap up good thing to read at the end to set you up for week 2. And I will be back to also kind of guide you through week 2. Any questions during the week, please email or be in touch. And I'll be posting some times when I'll be live and available to take those questions if you'd rather do them that way instead of email. Looking forward to this, you all. You sound like an interesting group so far, and I'm sure we'll do some good thinking.